David, welcome to AFC Fylde. First of all, just how does it feel to be here?
No, brilliant. It's I spoke to Ian Barraclough, met him, and I was met the manager, and I spoke to the chairman, and it's a really good feeling about the club. I know that position-wise in the league is not where they want to be, and I think, but there's so many positives here, like from the infrastructure to what the guys are doing, and it's just it's been a really good start, and I say there's a really good vibe about the place, and I think it's just a case of working hard to try and improve results.
You've obviously been here a few days now. What's your sort of first assessment of the squad?
Good, to be fair. I mean, when I was invited in to speak to Ian and Kevin, I'd obviously watched a couple of games, and there's some good players here. You know, I think unfortunately, if you look at just last week, they started so well in the game, and they probably should have been 1 or 2 up. I mean, the goalie's made a great save for them, but goals change games. But my point with that is there's a lot of talent there. You can see there's talent. And then from training yesterday, I thought their attitude application was outstanding, to be fair. You know, I definitely think they're trying to do the right things. But unfortunately, football, sometimes you don't always get what you deserve. And it's just trying to galvanise that a little bit and be a little bit more ruthless. But no, in fairness, the boys were brilliant yesterday, very welcoming. I thought they worked really hard in the session that I worked with Sean and worked with the manager with. So yeah, all positive.
Looking back on sort of your career so far, you'll obviously know a couple of the boys, Will, Hugo, Dan Sassy, you worked with at Burnley. Just tell me a bit about your role there firstly, and then them two in particular.
Well, prior to I was into Burnley, I was first team coach at Shrewsbury, and then I got the opportunity through Vincent Company to go to Burnley, which was a great experience, to be fair. Again, as you can imagine, the level he's been at, and obviously being at Bayern Munich now, it tells you how good he is. So it was amazing to go and work there for that period of time. Part of my job, I was like academy director, and then when Charlie Adam had left at the time, I ended up working a bit more with the 21s. So like Dan Sass was originally the captain at Burnley. He then left to go to Blackpool, and then Will Hugo was then the captain for the rest of the season. So both boys are outstanding young people, to be fair, forgetting anything about football, but I cannot credit them enough when I worked there about their commitment, their attitude, and I think they're both really good additions that Ian and Kevin have brought to the club, along with the chairman. I think you're trying to bring the right people in, but I couldn't speak any higher about them as young men. Their attitude, they're willing to run, they're willing to compete, they try to play. So I think I say it's positive from my point of view because I know them. Coming in, and I had a really good relationship with them and the rest of the 21s when I worked with them, so it's probably an extra positive coming somewhere that you know a couple of the boys already.
And just finally, obviously we all know the position that we're in, and you know the importance of picking up points as soon as we can. Just what are your sort of initial aims, and what is it that we need to do to start getting ourselves out of the position that we're in?
Yeah. I mean, first and foremost, the way I see it, I'm delighted to get the opportunity for the chairman, the manager, and for me, is to come in and support the manager. That's my job, is to come in here and really try and help him wherever I can to just help the team win games of football. We obviously want to play in a certain way. We are really, I think, exciting and open style, but at the same token, they want to try and get results because they're in a position where nobody wants to be, no team wants to be down that bottom end of the league, but it's easy for people to look at it, and I try to be very objective. It's maybe a little bit of a false position when you look at the squad, but again, as I said earlier, unfortunately some of the games, whether it be individual mistakes or just you don't score when you're top, unfortunately goals change games, and that then affects mentality. But for my job to come in here, I pride myself in working hard. I pride myself in trying to do the best I can for every individual. First and foremost the manager, and then obviously the players. And again, I'll just try my very best to try and improve what I can and try and get good results. And I say I'll do my best to do that. So.